So when purchasing a range hood, it's most important to consider the type of foods you cook at home and how you cook. So at the moment, obviously generating a fair amount of smoke here on the hot plate. I'm using gas, I'm using the wok burner, so I've got a nice amount of smoke being generated. It's important to get a range hood that can deliver me the suction to remove this smoke. So here we can see at the moment, I haven't got the range hood on, the smoke's moving around. The first thing I'm going to do is just turn this range hood, and I've got both motors now on low. And straight away I can see that I've got a removal of my smoke occurring as I cook. Now, fish being one of those things that we love to cook because it's healthy, it also smells quite a lot in the house, so it's important we get a range hood that removes that as we cook. So now we've got a nice amount of heat happening here in the pan, and we've got plenty of smoke, but what we're seeing is the range hood, even on low power, and I'm going to turn it to high now, even on the low power it was removing because I've chosen the right range hood for the application. Now, this range hood here, which is a Quasair range hood, is moving 2,000 cubic metres per hour of air. It's one of the most important volumes to be measured. And what we've got is great suction, delivering the full removal of all this smoky air as we cook. So when choosing a range hood, get the right suction for the right application. Here we see, as I said, a wok burner generating lots of smoke in this pan. I've got a bit of fire as well, just to make sure it's going beautifully. And just a terrific example of what a quality range hood can do for you in your kitchen. So once we've established that we've actually got the right type of suction in a range hood, the next most important thing to be considering is how noisy that range hood is. So on one of the better brands that we have here today, which is Quasair, it's very easy for me to demonstrate to you that we can get suction and low noise in a range hood if we choose the right brand. So at the moment we've just got the range hood lights on, and now I'm going to turn both motors on this range hood actually onto low power. So what I've got is a very, very high quality of suction. We're moving 950 cubic metres per hour right now. Yet at the moment we can hardly hear this range hood is on. So the performance is absolutely exceptional. I could be frying, I could be boiling, I could be doing pasta, but the results I'm getting here is not too noisy, but great suction. Now if I take this range hood now to both motors on high power, where I'm moving nearly 2,000 cubic metres per hour, again, the noise of the range hood is not going to drone out what's happening in the house. I can still be watching TV, I can still be entertaining my guests, I can still be having a full dinner party or just a quiet night at home and not have the range hood taking over. But the most important thing to establish is I now have one of the most powerful range hoods on the marketplace operating right next to me, and I can hardly hear it. So you can have great suction with low noise. So one of the next most important things for us to consider with range hoods is the actual lighting performance that it generates over your cooking surface. So obviously we want to get good quality lighting that lights up the cooking area to make the whole process more enjoyable and more easy to be obtaining great results. So when we look at a range hood and we turn on the lights, we want high quality lighting. Now you can see on this Quasair range hood we've got here, we've actually got two halogen lights that are shining down actually on the cooking surface, and what I get is a really nice performance. Especially when I buy a canopy range hood like this, the problem I've got is I'm going to have overhead downlights or overhead lighting, and that's going to limit the ability to actually get light onto the cooking surface because the actual canopy hangs out over my cooker. So I get a shadowing effect from my lights. I want to have a range hood that delivers me high quality lighting above my cooking surface. So you really should be looking for range hoods that have halogen lighting because they deliver this great bright light onto the cooking surface. So lighting, again, one of the most important things to be considering when you're purchasing a range hood.